Okay, so what if a simple silk scarf could be more than just, an accessory? What if it could actually be a poem, a dialogue between entire civilizations? Well, that's the massive idea behind the brand we're diving into today, Deva-Vani. It seems like a pretty straightforward question, right? But it really gets to the heart of what we're talking about here. Can a piece of fabric that you wear, can it be a masterpiece? On the same level as a painting or a sculpture?
Wow. I mean, just looking at this, the answer feels like a huge yes. It's obviously not just an accessory, it's a canvas, it's a statement. This right here embodies the core idea of Deva-Vani, creating art you can literally wear.
So, this idea of art you can wear isn't just a catchy phrase. It's built on a really powerful philosophy, weaving art into your life and then weaving your life right back into the art. For Deva-Vani, there's no line between what belongs in a gallery and what belongs in your day-to-day. And get this, even the name, Deva-Vani, it's Sanskrit for word of God. That hints at this really profound mission they have. They see silk as a medium, a way to convey what they call the sound of nature. It's this universal beauty that kind of connects all of us. You really have to shift your perspective to get it. Like the brand says itself, it's far beyond a scarf, it's a wearable work of art. They're taking an everyday object and turning it into something, well, something extraordinary. And this whole philosophy, it goes way beyond just art and life. Deva-Vani sees itself as a cultural innovator. They're using silk as a bridge, a way to spark a conversation between Eastern and Western civilizations. Okay, this slide shows exactly what they're doing. On one side, you've got the inspiration, that ancient, flowing feel of the East. And then you see it fused with the structure and patterns of the West. That's where Deva-Vani finds its magic. Right in that space where these two worlds don't just sit next to each other, they create something totally new. And this whole approach is guided by a really clear design philosophy. First, unbounded East and West. This idea that art has no borders. Second, rebirth of classics. So taking historical art and making it feel fresh for today. And finally, fusion of beauty, which brings the whole thing together. But having a huge artistic vision is one thing. Actually pulling it off, that's a whole other story. And that execution demands this obsessive dedication to craftsmanship, which brings us to what they call the 0.01 millimeter pursuit. Just think about that for a second. 0.01 millimeters. I mean, for perspective, that is way thinner than a single human hair. It's a measurement of almost impossible precision, and it really shows you this deep obsessive hunt for perfection in every single detail. So how in the world do they get that precise? Well, it all comes down to their triple craftsmanship. It starts at the source with this premium silk from these very specific golden mulberry fields. Then comes the color, using a groundbreaking digital printing method with all natural plant dyes. But this last step, this is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing, the skill. Each scarf has 32,000 stitches per kilometer, all hand-hemmed by master Suju embroiderers. That is just an insane level of human artistry. And that dedication to the craft, it doesn't just start in the design studio. No, it starts right here with the absolute finest, most incredible silk cocoons. You can just feel how that warmth of craftsmanship, that human touch, is literally woven into the fabric from the very, very beginning. So when you combine that artistic vision with that kind of crazy, meticulous craft, every single piece becomes its own story. So let's step into this wearable gallery and take a look at a few of them. First up, check this out. It's called Dragon Leaps Over the New Year. This piece is just an explosion of culture. It's weaving together ancient totems, beautiful calligraphy, and the intricate soul of traditional embroidery. Next, we've got Blue and White Porcelain Meets Venus, and this one just perfectly captures that East-West dialogue we were talking about. You've got the delicate patterns of Chinese porcelain dancing with the classic beauty of Florentine art. It's like a poem on silk. And finally, meeting Picasso. I mean, come on, this one is so bold, so modern, and it's channeling the spirit of Western art directly. It just hammers home that core idea. This isn't just a scarf. It's your own personal mobile art gallery that you can wear. So the result of all this is that Deva-Vani has created this entire world that connects high fashion and fine art. It's a world that moves effortlessly from the runway straight into your living room. I mean, look, seeing them on the runway at Nanjing International Fashion Week proves this isn't just some small art project. This is a brand that's being celebrated at the highest levels of the global fashion world. And here's the absolutely brilliant part. The exact same piece you see on the runway can become a stunning work of art hanging on your wall. This double life is what makes Deva-Vani so unique. It just flows between being wearable fashion and decorative art. And their journey has been, well, it's been incredible. They were only established in 2021. By 2023, they're debuting at a major fashion week. Then they're winning major design awards. And now they're a designated supplier for the UN with a presence in 29 countries. That is a seriously fast rise to the top. You know, this quote from Zhang Xingzi just perfectly captures what they're doing. It's a great reminder that they're not just making scarves, they're crafting flowing poems and dialogues across time and space. Which, at the end of the day, leaves us with one final thought. If what we wear really is a conversation with the world, a conversation with history, with culture, with beauty, then the real question is, what conversation do you want to wear? Because in the world of Deva-Vani, you're not just choosing a pattern, you're not just choosing a color, you're choosing a story. You're choosing which piece of the world you want to carry with you.